Shalom, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai. All praise be Yahweh Bashib Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is GMS Stop and Listen, GMS Arkansas. Just furthering this truth, best way we can and keep pushing this truth, man. That's what it's about. Getting out there and teaching, pushing the truth. I was reading Ephesians 4, and I'd like to just share the scriptures with you. I was reading Ephesians 4:20 through 25. It says, Ephesians 4:20, but ye have not learned a Mashiach. Right? It says, but ye have not learned a Mashiach. Meaning they haven't embraced this truth or submitted to the ordinance, right? It says, verse 21, if so, be that ye have heard him and been taught him as the truth in Yahushua, that ye put off concerning the former conversations of old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which is after God is created in righteousness of true holiness. Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another. I'm going to go back and read that again. Start at verse 21. It says, if so be that ye have heard him. How have you heard him? You heard him through his word and by the ministers, right? The true men. Mainly the men of GMS, the apostles. It says, and have been taught by him as the truth in Yahweh Shai. That's to know him, right? To understand his word, to distinguish his voice, right? To believe in him, to love him. We have to feel this power, this gospel, man. And relish the truth, like the scripture before said, ye have not learned Yahweh Shai. A lot of people have not submitted to the ordinance fully. We must submit to these ordinances too, man, and obey, that we may bring forth fruit to his glory, And it says, verse 22, that ye put off concerning the former conversations the old man, that you put away the prior behavior, the prior manner of life that you had before you come in this truth, because we were doing all types of things before we came to this truth. We was a different type of person. It says you must put off that former conversation, meaning that old man. You got to put him away once you come into the truth. You can't keep going back and dabbing with that old man. It ain't going to work, which is corrupt. That old man is defiled, man. It's deceitful and defiled, He destroys according to his deceitful lust, meaning his desires, man. Because the old man had a lot of those desires, or putting on the old desire might be not to even go out. Desire may be to, sleep with another man's wife, man. Steal, kill, murder. That's the old man. Verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Be renewed in the spirit in your mind. Your mind is where this is the seat of thought and emotions. You have to be, basically what they say, renovated. Like when you renovate when you renovate like a building, what do? You turn out all the old stuff that's no good that will cause that building to crumble and fall, and putting up strong structures that will allow that building to stand firm. And once you renovate it, that building will be able to what? Bring profit. Right? This is, let me get this other scripture. Psalms 51. Psalms 51. And 10. Psalms 51 and 10. Cast me not away from thy presence. 51 and 10. So like, create in me a clean heart, O power, and renew a right spirit within me. So he want to renew a steadfast spirit in him, man. Create, establish, man. Basically like mold him. Mold him to have a pure mind. That's that new man. It's not the old man. Coming in the truth, you have to mold yourself from that person, man. We like, even though we're in the truth, we like to reflect on the old man that was once in us, like we used to do this to do that, but hey, we can't no longer do it. Those ways of our behaviors and mannerisms, man, you have to change, man. You can't continue being the truth and pulling up that old man, and reverting back to him. It's not going to work in this truth. Verse 24, and that ye put on a new man, right? The new man is what? Yahweh Shai, man. Which after the Most High is created in righteousness, right? It's created in righteousness, man. Who his righteousness is what? Garment of pure and spotless. Which is put on by what? His garment is put on by the hand of faith, man. So you have to have faith, man. It says in true holiness, verse 25, wherefore put it away lying. Put away lying. Cast that off, man. Because lying is a deed of the old man, That's the deed of the old man. The old man, hey, he's subject to tell a lie. Like we always say, hey, lying shit for a nigga to tell. It's basically like a voluntary disagreement of the mind and speech, which is designed to deceive, man. To speak which is falsely, man. That's a lie. And when people lie, it's always knowing and willingly, man. Unless they have a demon on there that's overpowered to the point they don't even know it. But mainly it's a knowing and willing thing to tell a lie. Designed to, impose on people. And it says, wherefore putting away lying, which is a deed of the old man. And it said, when you impose on somebody, that's definitely impose. Let's pull that up. To exploit, to try to take the liberties, or treat unfairly, man. And it says, verse 25, wherefore putting away lying, speak every man the truth with his neighbor. So you have to speak the truth with your neighbor, even in regular conversation, or if you're doing business, or if you're trading with somebody, speak truth. And especially all things regarding to this word and the scriptures and Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You have to speak the truth, man. That's just what it is. It says, wherefore putting away lying, speaking every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another. Because we all come from one man, and through that one man, you come down through, we all come through a certain man, and certain men have been chosen, and those certain men have chosen, we are the elect. I pray and hope that I'm part of that number, as if the other brothers who out there preaching and saying the truth, hope they're that number. The 144,000, they are part of what? One another. They are part of the same church, man. So you must speak the truth, especially unto those brothers, man. You know, we part of that. We part of that body, part of that member. I'm gonna read that again. Verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversations the old man, which is corrupt, according to deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which is after the Most High Yahweh, is created in the righteousness and true holiness. Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one to another. Hey, and I hope this lesson was edifying, man. You know, just wanted to read that, share what I be reading, man. You know, further trying to push this truth, man. This is what it's about. Pushing this truth and getting up out of here, man. It ain't about nothing else, you know. It's about pushing this truth, getting out of here, you know. Going through trials, being purified through the fire, man. So we can be made pure, man. You know. So we can be trusted in a bigger scheme of things. And that's what it's about, man. You know, praying, having faith. You know, with that, call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, GMS, who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. GMS Arkansas, stop and listen. Shalom.